to McBoss Capital channel. This is I'm Michael Chu. This is for the week ending April 11, 2025. We're going to go through the growth stocks list that I follow. And before we go to that list, here's this week's summary here. So in terms of I tracked about 380 stocks, growth stocks, and as you can see, by the end of the week, we did have some improvement. Very slightly, low range was 33. Wednesday we had the highest 68 in uptrend, and by Friday we had 47 out of the 380, which is still very low number. You can see, Monday, Tuesday we have like one of the lowest you could have, 1%, of all the stocks are in uptrend. Now, Wednesday it jumped back and improved to 20%. Then it dropped back to 9% and then 13% by Friday. So still a very weak number. As you can see, before we had 50% or even higher. 308 stocks still in downtrend. Only 10 are making new highs right now, so also a very low number. And then this is a relative new highs. So also quite low. This is the spreadsheet here of the growth stocks performance based on January 10th. Probably I'll be resetting this very soon. Usually I need at least 1 week of data. I think from the Wednesday low, that will be a good time to, change performance once I have at least 1 week of data. So probably in the coming week I will do that. Anyhow, what's happening this week? Well, the gold stocks really bounce back strong. You can see they dominate. Again, I filter by commodity sector, and they are dominating in the top 16 here. And there's 8 stocks here: AU, GFI, AGI, WPM, AEM, TFPM, Rango, FN. So we did show in the market, general market recap video. If you haven't watched that, please go ahead and watch that one. The gold price has shot up to new high, and so did a lot of these gold stocks. So let's just jump to it. So here's Anglo Gold #1 ranking. Again, we had this huge pullback here, but since then, like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday has bounced back. GFI, same thing here. Alamos Gold, AGI, also similar. You can see it's a very strong bounce in 3 days. WPM also bouncing. Next one is Nickel Eagle Mining's really strong. AEM. Next we have Triple Flag Precious Metals, also doing really well. Here's Royal Gold, also bouncing really strong here. And FNV, also making new high. The next one on the list here for energy commodities related is Energy Alternative Other Constellation Energy. So we have climbed back above the 10-day moving average. So on Friday it closed at the 21-day pink line. So Wednesday was a very sharp day. It bounced back really hard and it came above both 10-day and 21-day. So right now we want to see if this can push to new high. That would be a really good signal that we are possibly in a very sustainable uptrend maybe. And obviously there's the 50-day, 200-day line here. So it'll probably get some resistance there, but at least it's bouncing here. In terms of ranking, it is ranked number 50. The rest here are not doing so well. They're all still in downtrend. Most of them are oil and gas here. Next on the list here, we have number 3 in the health related area, ALHC. We're seeing some other one here too, down here. So let me filter here by health related stocks here. So ALHC number 3. So this is one that is improving its earnings. You can see here it's still negative, but it is doing really well. Look at the sales numbers are increasing, and this stock has been doing really well. Alignment Healthcare, on the weekly chart we have a really strong volume week, and this stock has been doing well despite all the recent market volatility. So relative strength is just really high right now. You see 99. Which means it outperformed 99% of stocks. Alignment Healthcare jump. Basically, there was news that the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Service raised the Medicare Advantage payments, so that helped some of the stocks here. and its Alignment Health Plan offer variety of Medicare Health Advantage plans. So on Tuesday, we see a sharp bounce here, right there. So it was pulling back, and then it bounced on a really strong day right there. But then it kind of get back a little bit on Wednesday, and remember Wednesday was a really big update for the market, but it actually went down. But then Thursday it started to move again, and then Friday look at that reversal from the morning. So this is looking pretty good. It doesn't always correlate to the market, but at the same time you can see the relative strength is very strong at 99. So yeah, right now this is the number one healthcare stock on my list. We have TGTX ranked number 14. It is still under a downtrend line. So, but it is, yeah, I don't know. It seems a little bit weak of a bounce both Thursday and Friday, but nonetheless, it is near the downtrend line. If it crosses over this, that could, bring some momentum into this stock. Next, we have TAM is still in a downtrend line. It hasn't really moved much yet. Next, pharmaceutical. This one is very volatile this week. Very big swings. This stock is more volatile as you can see, so it does take more you have to trade with more caution as and you have to be able to stomach the daily range because the daily range are very big. Anyhow, it did go down here on Wednesday and bounce back to the 10-day, and then on Thursday it kind of closed in the middle right here. On Friday it was able to bounce pretty strong to end the day and climb back above the downward slope line here. So it looks pretty good right now. Again, this one is very hard to trade because of the volatility. See a buy stock here in immuno-oncology. It did have a nice 2-day bounce. It's just at the 10-day right now. That lab is the next one. This one only have a 1-day bounce, so a little bit weaker than the previous one. Both of them still under 10-day. This here down here we have ADMA near the short-term moving averages. Here it is. We have this trend line right here. If we do break above, this is a nice cup with handle pattern here that market search drew. Yeah, if we break above this, this could have potential. Next, we have ADIS home care in the outpatient home care here category. So this one I climbed back nicely so far, pulled back right here, come back again, and now it's just slightly below the 50-day moving average that's sloping down. So if we cross this, that will be pretty good. ATGE. This one has also already bottomed, and despite this week's volatility, you see a couple of days of wild swings there. But overall, it's just trading near this red line, and all the short-term moving average converge around here near the 25. So this is looking pretty healthy. I think if we can come through once more like this one, maybe it'll work this time. RDNT in the home care as well. And so this one also has bounced from the bottom, sitting nicely at 10-day, looking like it has support, so that looks really good. And then yeah, again, same thing, 50-day moving average coming down. If we can cross this and hold above it, that would be really good. Another home patient care stock here is FMS. So FMS has bounced back quite strong from since Wednesday, and each day making a higher high, and now we are converging at around $24. So if we break this high, will be really good here. Next, we have PODD Insulate. This is in the medical products group. A little bit volatile lately this week for sure, and we are still under the 10-day. So this one is still in the downtrend. Next on the list, ranked number 6 is PLMR in the financial area. So let's look at the financial area here. So here PLMR is making new highs. We had a recent pullback here on the 50-day, and then it has bounced to new high right here. It's pretty good. Next on the list is CISO. This one is still slightly in a downtrend, but it's starting to come back up. And we also see the lower trend line forming here, and it's above all the short-term moving averages. It found support right there, and right now it's coming up to the 50 days, so it might get challenged there. Next, we have HCI ranked number 19. This one also recently pulled back to the 50-day, and now it's bouncing pretty strong, almost a V-shape. Hasn't made a new high yet, but it looks pretty good so far. And then the next one, we'll skip a couple here. The next one is Ryan, that is now in an uptrend. pulls back pretty strong recently. This was a nice cut with handle pattern. It didn't really move too much, and then it pulled back. With the financial area getting hit hard recently, surprisingly, this stock is doing pretty well. It has bounced back as well, and it's just around this area. So it hasn't quite come back to the highs yet, but at least it's bouncing back. So Ryan was ranked 48. We have Toast here, ranked 81. It's near its moving average line right now. So we still have this upper channel line here that's gonna be need to be tested, and we also have 50-day line coming down. So two areas of testing, but it is looking pretty good right now as it's climbing back. So we'll see if we can cross over the trend line. We have ERIE. It's now in uptrend. It broke this downtrend line here. It is above all short-term moving averages. This is a very sharp bounce so far. This is in the insurance area. The area is ranked 96 here. We also have Charles Schwab ranked 101 here. So we're starting to pass the 100 mark now. So this one also climbing back really strong. This is a double bottom base and it crossed this trend line. So it looks really good. Reporting in 5 days, so this coming week. The rest are still in downtrend. Group here we have LOAR from aerospace, defense, in the industrial area. We do see some industrial area as we go down the ranking here. So let's go filter by that group. The first one is LOAR. So LOAR is coming back on the right side of this base here. It's almost like a double bottom base, and obviously we came back above this middle point here, so that's really good. And we had this pullback here and then this sharp bounce so far. This is a very strong slope. This is in the aerospace defense, and volume has been pretty high as well. Next on the list, Sterling Infrastructure. This is in the construction area. This one also has a very strong slope here on the downtrend, on the lower channel line. It crosses all the short-term moving average around this level, including the 50-day, and it has found support there, and now it has a new closing high, and we are trying to go above the black line, which is 200-day moving average. This is in the utility gas distribution. It took a pretty big dive last Friday, and then from Monday lows, it has rebound, and now it's above the 10-day again. LS, Celestica, this one also has come back up from the lows. Again, very similar to the index, right? A lot of these charts follow the index, and Friday a little bit weaker than I'd like to see. Here's the 21-day. We want to see it go above the 21-day and hold those prices there. Next we have Roll at rank 34 and AZAC rank 37. So Roll has bounced really strong on Wednesday. Thursday also continue, and here's the short-term moving average crossover. So right now it's very close to the previous high already. A very strong bounce. This is in the building maintenance area. Construction stock here for residential and commercial building products. So this one has a long-term trend line that's still coming down. At this moment, it is above all the short-term moving averages, and they found support there. So that looks pretty good. Next, we have Fix, rank 41, and it is now bouncing also very strong. And Wednesday it came all the way to the red line, 50-day moving average. Then it kind of next day closed at near the short-term moving average. So far, it has found support at the short-term moving averages. So if it does come back to 50-day, and then let's see if it breaks through and can hold that value, that price there. Next we have REVG also in the building mobile area, and looks like it's crossing back again above the short-term 10-day, 21-day, and then here's also the 50-day. This is a few times now it has found rejection, but let's see if it works this time. Stocks on this list: HEI, RBC in an uptrend, TGLS uptrend, PWR uptrend, CP, a lot of them in construction area, very interesting. CP, VMC, TTGBA, and so forth. Feel free to check all these stocks out here. Some of them, again, BLBD, transport equipment manufacturer. Group here we have Palantir in the technology group, Okta, and then you see a few more down in the middle of the rankings here. Let's filter by sectors right now. Technology is ranked number 1 in the technology sector right now on my list. This is the downtrend line it has broken on Wednesday. Looks pretty good. Came all the way back to 50-day. Then it kind of gave back some on Thursday, but looked very close. It was able to close in the upper range. On Friday, you might be disappointed that it didn't go up more. but at least it found support at the 10-day right here again. So maybe it just holding at this level and digest a little bit before it can go higher. That'll be a good idea. That'll be a good thing. So we have Okta in the security software group. This one has bounced back also very strong. It is still below the 21-day moving average, so that could be a resistance line right there. Next we have TTWO, TTWO Interactive in the gaming area. This one was a nice flat base and then it broken down, undercut the lows here, but it has bounced back. Now it's above the 10-day moving average again in the downward slope, so it looks okay. And volume been rising on the updates. This looks definitely a double bottom base. There's the trend line right there. It hasn't broke above it. Last time it fell right there, and then here's some rejection on Wednesday. The one thing was Friday, it closed pretty on the low range. Now the volume did come up slightly than previous day, but it's still under 50-day moving average volume. So yeah, other than the fact that it closed on the Friday on the low side, we'll see how it react next week. But if it does go above this trend line, it might be have a chance here. So here in the back in the uptrend. So AVGO here, has come back above the 21-day moving average and the 10-day, and it did find support there. And then on Friday, it was able to bounce. So right now, we want to see if we can cross this 200-day and this 50-day coming down. Next, we have Onto. Onto has gone into a huge correction right here. We are trying to come back up above on Wednesday. We come back above it, but on Thursday we give back a lot of the gains. That's not good. And then on Friday, I think the bounce kind of weak. So yeah, so it's not a good sign so far, but we'll see. Then you see Nvidia here, which we cover in the main market video. Just feel free to check that out. And then we still have lots of stocks in downtrend here, and then we have FICO in the uptrend. Tyler also coming back. So nice portfolio here. DSGX in the special enterprise software, Way in the medical software. So that's pretty much it. Which we haven't talked about is the retail area. We have Baba. It is still in a downtrend. If we go to its chart, we can see it's clearly in a very sharp decline. And so far the bounce has been pretty mediocre here. Next stock we see here is LTH and MNST. Lifetime Group Holdings here is in the leisure services for health and fitness. This is a very nice W-shaped base, double bottom base pattern. We can see that the relative strength is hitting new highs, even though the price hasn't, which is a good thing, which means that lots of power behind its move relative to S&P. Right now, it is above all the short-term moving average, but like I said, I think it would be good to wait for this trend line to be broken up. When it comes back above and can hold, that'll be a strong sign that it can go higher. Rank 21 is MNST Monster in the non-alcoholic drink beverage category. So like most stocks, Monster also fell back, quite big pullback right here. Then it bounced. Again, the pound so far is trying to hold the 10-day. It did make a good close on Friday, but it didn't make a new high. Next we have Kavana. Kavana also bouncing. It's holding its short-term moving average right here. The 50 days coming down, so we'll watch to see if we can go above it. American Public Education APEI symbol. It is having a nice base building here. It came out here, but it just couldn't keep going. It came back down to the base level. Then recently we make a new low on Monday here, recent low, and that undercuts all this here, and then from there we have been bouncing, and the slope is pretty steep. So we'll see if this will continue its run here. From APEI here down to rank 42 RSI, and then we see Yum Restaurants here, and we also see Viking. So here's Rush Street Interactive, who's in the casino sportsbooks internet betting here. So looks like it is bouncing pretty nicely. It found support at the 10 and 21-day. Then it might also find so right now it's above the 200-day line, so just slightly over. So and then we have this red line coming down. So that will be potential resistance there. We'll see what it does. So it's just easier to see here. Then we have Yum Brand. It is still in a downtrend, so not really quite actionable, and also look a little bit digestion here. We'll see what happens next. Next we have Viking SFM and ATGE. So for Viking here, it is bouncing pretty good. It found support at 10 days, so that's a good sign. So yeah, it does cross back this black line here, and that'll be a good sign. Market, we did see a little bit turbulence here, but overall it's very healthy. It's moving up and then pull back slightly. Now it's trying to hold the gains, and see if it can break out from here. Next we have ATGE. This one also has bounced back and it's finding support here at the on the short-term moving average, which is around 100-ish. So yeah, looking healthy. Next we have one spa wall. This one also came out a short-term consolidation here. And then so far Thursday, Friday it was able to hold here at the short-term moving average, so it looks okay. And then that we have NWS here, Chef here, CMG, UTI, BIRK. That's about it. The rest, most of them are in downtrend. So yeah, overall, there is some improvement. A lot of stocks are starting to come back up. So if we have another good week, I think a lot of them will turn into uptrend. And again, we're seeing some of the leaders pulling right now at the top here. So feel free to go through them on your own time, to check out all these stocks here. Yeah, and the good thing is, it has most participation from most sectors. So hopefully, we'll see more of that going forward. And a lot of stocks are setting up right now. So I think it will probably rhyme with the index market, general index, if they can break above the short-term moving averages, like the 21-day and so forth. That would be a really good sign. Thank you all for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. And if you want to watch my live stream every day, it's also recorded. Thank you. Have a good weekend.